Hi, I'm Philip.
Hi, I'm Tristan.
Hey, I'm Alexander.
And hi, I'm Rastin. Events/conditions that led up to the revolution. Starting in 1810 and ending in 1821, this was before the Mexican Revolution. The War for Independence freed Mexico from New Spain. However, this war mainly benefited the minority, which was the Spanish-blooded upper class. During Porfirio's reign, Mexico modernized, but at the cost of the lower class, causing the richer to become richer and the poor to become poorer. After the 1900s, Porfirio's grip over Mexico was slowly loosening, and people were unhappy and were calling for a change. This led to Porfirio to open up the elections in 1910. In 1910, the majority of Mexicans were half indigenous and half Spanish. They started the Mexican Revolution on November 20th, a violent armed struggle that grew from the belief that wealthy landowners should not continue the feudal-like system with people under them unable to break into the next class. They believed that people should own the land they work and extract wealth from it through labor. When Porfirio realized he was going to lose the elections against a man called Francisco I. Madero, Porfirio fixed the elections, causing Madero to be arrested on false charges. Madero called for an armed rebellion which would start on November 20th.
The important figures of the revolution. Porfirio Diaz, who was the Mexican president for 31 years, 7.75 terms. His term of 31 years ended on May 25th, 1911, by him resigning and leaving the country. Emiliano Zapata recruited thousands of peasants to fight for land reform, also created Plan of Ayala. Francisco Madero, who became president, but faced rebellions due to him breaking the promises to those that supported him. Pascal Orozco, who was a leader that had a massive army and attacked federal garrisons, a opportunist who saw a chance to secure a position of power for himself with the new regime. Pancho Villa, bandit chieftain, who also had a massive army, truly believed in reform and wanted to see a new, less crooked Mexico. What they were fighting for? Two major reasons they were fighting for were social reform and land reform. The end of a president who had ruled for 31 years.
Important locations of the revolution: Celaya, Battle of Celaya, Ayala, Morales, which was the Plan of Ayala, northern state of Chihuahua, which was armed struggle led by Villa and Orozco, Veracruz, which was Felix's declaration open rebellion, Monumento a la Revolucion, which is symbol of complex legacy of Mexican Revolution, and location where the heroes of the revolution are buried, Mexico City and Agua Priesta, which was the last battle. Important events of the revolution: Porfiriato, which was the time when Porfirio was in power, Agua Priesta, which is the location of the last battle, Plan of San Luis, which was the plan that started the rebellion created by Madero, Rule of Madero, which was after Porfirio and was very short-lived due to all sides hating him, Plan of Ayala, which was the plan that called for Madero's removal as president, the Huerta years. This was after Madero was assassinated, and when Victorino Huerta became president, which led to the Big Four uniting to remove him from power. The Big Four consisted of Carranza, Obregon, Villa, and Zapata. The Battle of Trinidad, where Obregon and Villa fought which ended in Villa's loss. And May 20th, 1920, Carranza was assassinated by supporters of Obregon.
This is the Mexican Revolution timeline. On 1821, the War for Independence ends, freeing Mexico from Spain. On November 20, 1910, Francisco Madero, who had been previously arrested for his political activism, published his Plan of San Luis Potosí, calling for revolt to restore the Constitution of 1857. On May 25, 1911, the revolutionaries forced Mexican President Porfirio Diaz to resign, and Madero takes control after the next elections. On February 18, 1913, Victoriano Huerta and Felix Diaz, Porfirio's nephew, agreed to conspire against Madero. Huerta assumed the presidency the next day, assassinating Madero and his vice president. On February 1914, the revolutionary forces won the support of Woodrow Wilson, the next U.S. president, who sends American Marines to Veracruz to help. On July 1914, the Allied rebel forces take Mexico City, forcing Huerta into exile. Venustiano Carranza, chief of the Northern Coalition, gathered leaders to a conference to determine the future of Mexico. On 1917, the final version of the Supreme Law of Mexico was approved, but Carranza ignored many parts of it that benefited the people, causing the revolution to last until 1920.
The outcome of the revolution. The revolutionaries took out the dictator in 6 months, but a civil war started between revolutionary groups. Mexican President Porfirio Diaz resigned his post on May 25, 1911. After next elections, the author of the plan of San Luis Potosi, Francisco Madero, became president. A monument a la Revolucion, monument to the revolution, was built where the heroes of the revolution are buried. The implications of the revolution. The revolution became a worldwide symbol for rebellion against a corrupt government, with people like Emiliano Zapata becoming the icon for ideas like that. Nationally, the implications of the war have all been cultural, with creations like the PRI, the party that was created because of the war. Corridos also became a way to record, celebrate, or mourn events, places, or people during the revolutionary.
And then here's our bibliography. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.